everyone. Well, welcome, Marilyn. Thank you for joining me. And today's topic is something we both wanted to discuss, is acknowledging small miracles and asks.
Yes.
Do we just discard these things? So I'm really curious, what can you say about this? Maybe from a Right Recovery for You point of view, what can you say about acknowledging small miracles and asks?
Well, yes, do it. Be it and do it. That's the first thing, but you have to notice it first. And from a Right Recovery point of view, recovery of you with ease is all about having more of you. And that means having awareness. A lot of us tend to function from the mind, which is not having more of us. It's a lot of other people's jumble, and we try to figure things out. Have you ever noticed when you try to figure things out, it generally doesn't work very well?
Nope.
That's because it's done with the mind and not with awareness. And the more you have of you, the more you have awareness. Now, what do I mean by small miracles? One of the things that I've noticed is if I need a particular grocery item and I really require it, I've had, I think, 3 instances where it's like, go to that store, which may not be a store I would normally go to, and I'll go and there'll be one of the thing I need, just one. It's sitting on the shelf by itself. I'm like, thank you. And that's also about the asks that, you know, Gary of Access Consciousness says, one of the true things in the Bible is ask and ye shall receive. And that has to be from awareness, gratitude, and space. If you're, I want you to bring me this, that's the energy of that doesn't work. And it's not going to, now, okay, now what do I need to do to get that figured out? You know, it's just crazy. So it's really important when you have your asks to be congruent with them. If you're asking for more joy and happiness in your life, bring up as much energy of that as you can. I mean, you may be kind of down the moment you're asking, you go, wait a minute, what is the energy of having joy and happiness? Okay, yeah, expand out. Yeah, and you'll notice, and then you'll notice it being there more. Oh, and have gratitude for that. Even with the grocery store items, or knowing this morning, I just needed to get a few things. So okay, so where can I go that the timing will work? Because I had this date with Ingrid. And I got, you know, and I've noticed more and more that if I ask, okay, what's going to create this greater? What's going to have me work with everybody? And it's the kingdom of we too. I don't want to put out someone who's showing up for me to do videos. So it was amazing. I got here at 15 minutes to spare, put some groceries away, put on a little lipstick. But when you're willing to be with the flow, miracles show up all the time. So, I mean, that's for me. And the more you acknowledge the miracles, the more you make way for more miracles to come. And that can be anything from, you know, what can I do for, are my cats happy? What else is possible for my kitties here? You know, one looks kind of glum. Oh, we'll play this, or we'll do this. It's those knowings that come to you. Those are small miracles also. So I'm just grateful for all of it.
Yes, it's when you ask for things, they come in the weirdest moments.
Yes,
and the weirdest things. I remember a few months ago where I've been thinking about this sort of rocking chair that I have, and it's broken. And I was like, I wonder what sort of solution I can get for that. And what happens is we're on holiday, and I sort of dream of this, and I wake up. It's the middle of the night, and for whatever reason, I decide to look out of the window. And there's one of them just there on a heap of rubbish. And I was like, is it possible? I mean,
yes.
you cannot dream these things up. it's just amazing. And I was I mean, I knew I could go out and get it. I chose not to, but I still acknowledged that it was there and that it showed up, and
Yes.
that the option was there. And
Yes.
I actually found out 1 hour later, the people came to take away the rubbish. So there it went. And I knew that when I woke up, I knew that the time was there to go there, pick it up, and it would have been good.
Yes.
I chose not to, which is also okay. But it was so interesting to see this and to realize, aha, it was, I had the acknowledgement. I knew it could be done. And
Yes.
now I know for the next time I can rely on this.
Yes.
And that's these are just such cool things. They're minor or small, and sometimes you have bigger miracles. And I just love playing with this. And
Yes.
it's,
Yes.
you know, it's also like what they used to say, like, if you're pregnant, you will always see more people who are pregnant. If you look for miracles, if you find them, you will always find more of them,
Yes, exactly.
as long as you actually acknowledge what's
Yes.
happening.
Yes.
And that is just such a cool topic.
So we're miracle askers and makers, but it's also so much about creating with the universe. It's not like you go in and do your own little, but it's like, oh, yes, thank you. We can all be in this together in creating greater and in creating miracles. And it just starts with asks and acknowledgement of what has come to you and what has happened. So I love this story about the chair. That's great. So I encourage you all, start asking. Make sure you're congruent, be a space that allows it, which is, you can't be too tight. That doesn't really work, or contracted. Just be a space and ask, and then wait, just have patience and see what gets created, because it can be amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you, Ingrid.
Thank you, Marilyn.